Right, Jameson Williams seemed to like the idea of bringing Lamar Jackson to Detroit and turning the city up. Let's talk about it. Jameson Williams, rookie receiver, moved up in the first round to get him last year. A lot of people didn't like the idea. Shout out to B. Taylor. I ain't seen you, dog. Tap in with your boy, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up on something, bro. All my social media in the description, you know, on the link tree. So hit me up on something, bro. We need to tap in real quick, man. Because we need to talk about this shit and Benjamin Foe. But I know how to tap in with Benjamin Foe. But nonetheless, so all right, before we talk about the Lamar dynamic of this, excuse me. Now some people believe, like my boy Del Reese believe, he was telling me how Jameson Williams don't like Jared Goff, and I think he right. I think I noticed it when he underthrew him in a game this season. I mean, even on his first touchdown he scored in his first game, Jared Goff underthrew him on that ball. And he underthrew him, I want to say it was I wasn't the Carolina, it was the Green Bay he underthrew him, he missed him. But then even on the touchdown they called back, he underthrew him. But it was another game down the stretch, he missed Jameson Williams. And, you know, some people say he kind of like didn't want to be here. I can't really vibe that. But some people say he be cutting up on the sideline too. And like I said, I don't really pay attention. So, but apparently a lot of people believe he don't like Jared Goff. Now, I was going to do a video talking about this, but I never got around to it. I was wondering, you know, would he be in Brad Holmes' ear about drafting Bryce Young or CJ Stroud? I think he played with both of them at Ohio State. Obviously, he had more success with Bryce Young at Alabama. So I wonder, would he have been in his ear, you know, about that, you know? Like, you know, I think he, you know, or would they ask him? But apparently, you know, Brad Holmes had made some comments saying that he need to kind of do what he need to do. And it was kind of like just do what he need to do, be mature. But I don't really think he liked Jared Goff. Really thinking about it and the incidents I kind of seen. I remember, you know, Justin Jefferson never talked bad about, or Stephon Diggs never talked bad about Kirk Cousins. But you heard when he was like, it was one game Kurt missed him. I don't know if it was last season or the year before. He was like, "Fuck Kurt." That shit was funny as hell. Cause you gotta know too, a lot of live TV is on like a 3 or 2 second delay. It's 3 or 5 or 2 second delay for stuff like that. So they didn't even like get the chance to mute that out. So that's crazy. But yeah, he liked the post, and the post from Twitter, the dude said that Detroit has the cap flexibility to give Lamar 5 years, $250, mostly guaranteed. And I put the video in the you know, before the video ended up being the shorts too. And he says, you know, they will have a high cap hit with a high year one cap hit, which Baltimore just wouldn't be able to match. He liked it. And like I said before, man, I'm all for it, dude. I mean, Detroit is set back there, and people, you know, they value these draft picks, and some of these draft picks have been Nick Fairley. Some of these draft picks have been Riley Reef, Laken Tomlinson. Some of these draft picks in the first round have been Erica Ebron. I mean, you can go on and on and on. You know, Javid Best, Kevin Jones. You know, some of these dudes have had short-lived success. Mike Williams, Joey Harrington. I mean, you can go on and on and on and on. You know, with misses that they had. And Ziggy Ansah was short-term success, end up on being shit. You know, so like I said before, you love the mystery of a draft pick and what it could be. But, you know, if I had to give up 18 and then next year first, which in the post he said most likely if everything work out, which, you know, it's always a chance that it won't, you would be giving up a late first if everything go the way it's supposed to go. And, you know, I don't, man, like I said, I'm for it, dude. I've been a Lion fan. If the NFC was way more competitive, you had Rodgers at the peak of his power, you had Brady still doing his thing, then you had Philadelphia, the 49ers. Let's per se say Vanilla Vic gonna step up his play again. How you had about 4 or 5. Had it been the AFC, I'd have been like, you know what, bro? Let's just marinate it. Let's season the meat. Let's put a little bit this, that, in there. Let's let it sit, sit a while, so the meat to get all, you tenderize it so that seasoning get all the way, all the way to the bone. And, by the time you throw it on the grill, you got a good, juicy chicken leg or chicken quarter or a good steak or whatever. No matter what you barbecuing, shabab. I love a shish kebab. I say that. I just say let's just wait to see if some of these dudes get old. Some of these teams the cap start getting to them. They get some wear and tear. And as they starting to kind of decline, we one of them teams that's starting to rise. That's kind of would be my thing. But to me, the NFC wide open. The Lions have never grabbed and tried to just go get it and say, you know what, man, we gonna get it. And it couldn't be possible if Brad Holmes didn't do a good job, replenishing the depth on this team. He's done a great job finding guys here, finding guys there. I mean, he's done a great job identifying talent, And what helps ease that transition is you got 2 second-round picks this year. You still got a first this year. I mean, you can, if you want to be aggressive, you can move up, make sure you get Jalen Carter. Arizona said he open for business. So, it's a lot of things, but I really started to think with this, no offense about him liking something. I mean, I'm pretty sure other people in the locker room feel the same way. You know what's so funny? That had popped in my mind when St. Brown was like, Jalen Ramsey, we got Jared Goff. I know you played with Jared Goff in LA. And like, that ain't no pitching point. Like, you talking about like we got, he acting like they got Peyton Manning. Like, yeah, we got the sheriff over here. I know you want to play. Man, he ain't trying to play with no Jared Goff and come to Detroit on top of that. So, with Lamar, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to want to be sounding like I repeat myself. You got weapons, you got a line. Like I told y'all, they had the cap flexibility. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get rid of some older players, so be it. You got the draft picks to still have a pick in round 1, have 2 picks in round 2, have a third rounder. I forgot. I was thinking in my mind they didn't have a third, but they had a fourth, but they don't have a third. They have a third and don't have a fourth. So they still could do some great things, bro. And I would do it, man. It's just, with it being wide open, you're going to make that $250 million back easily. I mean, the real Detroiters going to come out to the games. You're going to see a lot of inner city people there. And they say, well, black people don't have the money to spend. They do. A lot of people will spend what they spend on tickets on a pair of Jordans. Now you give them a reason to come down there. Now it might be a renaissance of Detroit sports. You could be witnessing Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey coming into his own. Killian, hey, I joke when I say Killian. I just joking. I kid. What Steve Eisman doing with the Wings. We don't know where baseball at with it right now. I know Miguel Cabrera could be having his victory lap. And then you had Lamar in the Lions, man. I mean, he's a winner. There's no offense to Jared Goff. I know people say, well, the Lions was top 5 in offense, and can they sustain it? In LA, they couldn't sustain it. And if, it's just my opinion, man. Me and Jameson Williams thinking like, I know he ain't the only person thinking like that. And I think he probably would endorse them getting Bryce Young too. But that's my opinion, man, on it, man. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. Hit the link so you can find me everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.